As a longtime devotee of Middle-earth and its rich tapestry of tales, I must say that the intricacies of Elvish kingdoms have always fascinated me. The Elvish realm of Lindon, though it may not grab the spotlight in The Lord of the Rings, plays a pivotal role in the grand saga of Middle-earth's history. In the epic series The Rings of Power, the realm of Lindon plays a significant role. However, this location doesn't make its appearance until much later in the narrative, The Lord of the Rings. If you're not familiar with Middle-earth's history, you might be curious about why Lindon is only introduced at the end. Tolkien's works explaining that Gil-galad founded Lindon early in the Second Age, and when the Rings of Power starts, he is already ruling over this Elvish kingdom. Many interactions between Elvish leaders unfold in Lindon, while other ends are set in Eregion, another crucial Elvish kingdom where Celebrimbor resides. Despite the elves seeming concerned about their fate in Middle-earth during the Rings of Power, their kingdoms flourish impressively in the Amazon series. This could lead viewers to question why the elves in The Lord of the Rings are mostly found in Rivendell and Lothlorien instead of Lindon. However, there's a reason for this discrepancy, which revolves around the devastation and sorrow that occur during Tolkien's Second Age. And during the Third Age of Middle-earth, Lindon continues to exist, yet it has lost much of its former strength and population. And by the beginning of The Lord of the Rings, the Elvish stronghold has significantly weakened. This decline is largely due to Sauron's rise to power. The most apparent reason for this drastic change in Lindon's importance is the death of Gil-galad at Sauron's hands, which left the elves without a high king. Círdan assumes leadership following the War of the Last Alliance, but the heavy losses among the elves in their fight against Sauron lead to a decrease in Lindon's population. After the battle against Sauron concludes, a significant number of elves depart for the everlasting lands, reducing their numbers and power in Middle-earth. However, as depicted in the Lord Force of the Rings, not all elves leave. Some stay behind, such as Elrond and Galadriel. Instead, they settle in other fortresses because Lindon is partially ruined after the war and the demise of Númenor. Eregion, on the other hand, suffers a complete destruction at the hands of Sauron's army. During the Third Age, Rivendell and Lothlorien assume significant roles, filling the void left by Eregion's destruction and Lindon's decline during the Second Age. This is why these elven settlements are featured in The Lord of the Rings rather than the kingdoms depicted in the Rings of Power. Many elves who originally dwelt in Lindon and Eregion relocated to these new locations, including Elrond and Galadriel. Elrond presides over the elves of Rivendell, while Galadriel assumes the position of Lady of Lothlorien. Although Lindon remains, it's scarcely mentioned during Frodo's journey. In fact, The Lord of the Rings doesn't show Lindon until the very end, and even then it's not referenced by name. The Grey Havens, which is part of Lindon, is where the elves depart from Middle-earth on their journey to Valinor. It's also where Frodo bids farewell to Middle-earth in the Return of the King. The main Ring of Power will set the stage for all of this, showing what becomes of Lindon during Sauron's first rise to power.